Okay, this is Orlando Wilson. What I want to talk about in this video is a conversation I had with an ex-student of mine recently. And the guy's gone on, he's done very good for himself, got a good security company, everything's going positive, he's worked very, very hard. And you know what, 100% to him, he's done really well. But we were BSing, talking about various things, and he said he's having a few issues with people he used to know. Why? Because they still see him as the guy that was new in the security business how many years ago, new in the close protection business, and they're not accepting the fact that he's progressed and they haven't. In a lot of ways that he's successful and they're not. This is people, and a lot of people, it doesn't matter, people always judge you for what they used to know you as, rather than as you progress, and as you progress and they don't, people will still judge you for what you used to be rather than what you are now. This is something that's like, I don't pay much attention to people, I don't pay much attention to, let's say, the haters and all the rest of it, because they're not worth it. And a lot of people, the more successful you get, or any success you get, they will be jealous of that success. They'll be jealous that you're progressing and they're not. Something popped up on, I was telling this guy, something popped up on my social media recently. I think it was on LinkedIn, some idiot posted a comment. And I think it was to do with firearms, etc. One of the firearms posts I put up on the Risking LinkedIn page. And there's a few comments, whatever, I mentioned something, and some guy come back to me about, oh, you're just a fisherman. So, what the fuck did it say? Yeah, I was a fisherman before I left school, and well, after I left school and joined the army. I left school at 16, I was working on fishing boats, I was in the army at 17. So this guy come back to me, and some supposed, and the most stupid comments I get on firearms usually comes out of United Kingdom, where firearms are all but banned. The Brits, for some reason, in the country where firearms are all but banned, seem to think they're experts. Why? Because they've been in the military and done some basic training in the British military. Basic firearms training. I'll leave it there. And I've got on my profile on LinkedIn, yeah, I worked on fishing boats. I grew up on fishing boats. I was working on fishing boats before I joined the army. What's that got to do with the past 35 years? But again, this guy's looking, it amused me in some ways. It's like, okay, so yes, I worked on fishing boats before I joined the military and before I started in this career. So what did he do? I didn't even bother looking at this guy's background. So he crawled out of his mother's, how can I put it? He crawled out the afterbirth bucket, a tactical expert. He never had to learn anything. So he's judging me for working on fishing boats 35 plus years ago, but what the hell was he doing 35 years ago? So this is it. This is just one example of how stupid people are and how ignorant people are. You can, how can I put it? People will always see you in the light that they want to see you in. And again, if I went back, started dealing with people I knew how many years ago, 35 years ago, when I first joined the military, they'd think, yeah, he's an asshole, he's a sprog, he's this, he's that, he doesn't know anything. Well, I didn't know anything 35 years ago, so just learning. And one thing you must need to understand is, and when I look at people, somebody might not have known what they were doing 5 years ago. They might know what they're doing now because they've progressed, they've learned, they've dealt with problems, they've been out there dealing with shit, and now they're in a position where they're actually competent. Where a lot of people they just don't understand that. I'll give you another example. I mentioned the military. I remember looking, I don't deal with Facebook and that bullshit these days. I remember I seen pictures up from one of my ex-platoon sergeants. I'm looking at this guy, and this picture was up there. He's there, I think, in a vest, with his regimental beret on, in his living room, sat in a comfy chair, drinking a can of beer. I'm looking at this guy thinking, you know what? This person used to be able to click his fingers and I had to do what he said. This person He most probably did put shit reports in about me, etc., etc. My whole career was in this person's hands. I'm looking at this guy now thinking, what a piece of shit. I actually had to listen. This person was actually responsible for me. You know what? I wouldn't even, if I saw him on the street, I'd walk past him. Would I go for a drink with him? Definitely not. Would I want to be seen in their company? Definitely not. But these are the people that, you know what? I think I've progressed quite a bit in the past 35 years while they're in the same shit situation. The biggest thing for them was they were in the military and they had some responsibility. Since they've moved into the civilian world, they've digressed, not progressed. So this is it. And I tell people, especially my ex-students, etc., don't worry what people think, just go for it. Do what you want to do, progress as much as you want to do. You need to take risks, you need to not listen to other people's criticism, because people will criticize and people will drag you down for their own reasons. A lot of people don't want to see you do well for yourself because it makes them look bad. As I said, there's how many people I look at these days and I think, you know what, especially people I was in the military with, I look at them and think, at one point you had authority over me because you're in the military. These days I wouldn't even acknowledge you because you disgust me. Anyway, just my opinion on a few things, but don't worry about other people. Set your goals, go for it, and remember, people will always try and drag you down and always try and criticize you. So, you mean, be like Teflon, let the shit roll off, right? In the meantime, follow me along on social media. I've got more of these videos up. I have rare books up on Amazon. Talk about various aspects of close protection business, etc., etc., etc. I also have a new book up on counterinsurgency for law enforcement, but that's something else we're vamping up in the future. In the meantime, be good, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and don't listen to other people. Set your goals, focus, and go for it. And whatever, if people are criticizing you, that's good because it proves they've got nothing else to do. That's it. They haven't got lives of their own. So go for it.